Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the 3 instructional videos that we've sent you over the last 10 days or so about how to grow your business fast and effectively. Now, if you got value out of these videos, then I think you're going to be really interested in something that I'm going to tell you about right now. And that is our special High Achiever program. Now, what the High Achiever program is about is an entire year and beyond of tight-knit, close-quartered, powerful instruction from us on how to build your business. So if you like the stuff we talked about in the videos, you're going to really love the High Achiever program. Now, it helps you in 4 fundamental ways. The first is it's going to lead to potentially a massive increase in revenue. A massive increase in revenue. Because we're going to show you how to do 2 primary things. The first is how to get more customers. We've developed incredible systems for bringing in leads and converting those leads into sales. And we're going to show you how to do that in detail. We'll tell you the templates, the strategies, and the techniques to make it really happen. As an extension of that, and beyond just bringing new customers in, we're going to show you how to get your current customers to spend more. This is one of the easiest ways to make a lot more money in your business, because the extra revenue you get from your current customers spending more goes straight to the bottom line often. So it's incredibly lucrative and it's very, very quick. So probably the most powerful thing you can do in your business is to get the customers that are already working with you or who already know you to spend more. And we'll show you our special systems for doing that. And then finally, in the revenue section, we're going to show you how to get your current customers to come back more often. So let's say that a customer typically deals with you once a year. We'll show you how to get them to deal with you twice a year. And once again, we've developed highly articulated, organized systems for helping you to do that. So that's why we're very, very confident that during the High Achiever program, we can give you technologies and methodologies to get you a lot more revenue, because we do it in those 3 distinct ways. More customers, getting your current customers to spend more, getting your current customers to come back more often. Very, very powerful. So that's the first thing that people that study with us in depth during the High Achiever program experience. Now, the second thing they experience is marketing mastery. I've got I think something like 28 years experience with marketing. Brian Scher has many decades of experience with marketing. We have a whole team of marketing specialists that we brought together to teach you cutting edge marketing. Well, what do we mean by that? Well, the number one error that we see that most entrepreneurs make is they do not have good marketing techniques. And as a result, they often struggle to make money. So we're going to tell you in depth how to do, for instance, online marketing. How do you do search engine optimization so that your website goes up and up and up the Google rankings? How do you do Google ads so without spending much money, every single month you can have loads of leads and potentially sales coming in? How do you do email marketing? Marketing that is basically for free, that brings you in money constantly and regularly. We'll tell you how. And how do you do all that other stuff in online, like design a website so that it actually works really well? Well, we're going to show you that as well. These techniques are worth, easily tens of thousands of dollars, but for most of you, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in extra income that you could get if you apply what we say just in the online area. Then of course there's offline. How do you do newspaper ads that work? We'll show you how. How do you do direct mail, where you literally just send off 1,000 letters and checks start coming through? We'll show you our best techniques for helping you do that. And what about PR? How do you become famous? How do you get your brand and your product and even you known in your industry, amongst your audience, or even nationally? Well, you know, I've advised some of the biggest companies in the world on how to do that, and I'll show you how to do it as well. And of course, how do you brand yourself personally so that people want to deal with you rather than anybody else? That's marketing mastery, and that's what we teach you all the way through the year at the High Achiever program. Now, the third thing we get into is productivity. Now, I believe that this is one of the greatest obstacles to growing your business. People are just too damn busy to get anything done. So you're already working 10, 11, 12, 13 hours in your business, but I'll bet you're complaining to yourself that you're still not getting enough done. It's been one of my hobbies, one of my focuses in my entire life, the art and science of productivity. And we're going to give you some really, really cool things that you've never heard before. Some of these techniques are used by some of the richest men in the world, and some of them I've developed to make myself vastly more effective than I ever was. And we'll be teaching you that. Now, productivity is only one part of that. The other part of it is to reduce your stress, because entrepreneurship, more than almost any other field outside, say, the military, is a high stress occupation, and it can get you down because you're constantly dealing with obstacles and failures and problems. So what we also teach in the High Achiever program is a series of very, very powerful techniques to keep your stress down and your morale up, so you feel good, so you feel like you still want to turn up to work every day, because you're processing what's happening differently and better, and B, on the other side of it, being more productive. Very, very powerful combination. Productivity goes beyond that, of course, and we'll teach you how to outsource. You wouldn't believe some of the breakthroughs that are happening with online outsourcing, getting people in other countries who are very, very smart, who've got business degrees, most of them, helping you grow your business, and yet their cost is infinitesimally small compared to getting people in developed Western countries. We'll show you how to outsource internationally, and we'll show you also how to lead your staff. You know, once you start getting traction in your business and you've got 5, 10, 15, 30 staff, all of a sudden a lot of progress depends on how you can lead and manage your staff. That's going to be the real criteria for getting things done as you grow. So we'll teach you how to do that. I had, at our PCAR company, had 6,000 full and part-time staff. So I've got some great techniques, and Brian as well has some great techniques, and our other teachers have some superb techniques from their experience about how to lead with power and effectiveness. So that's the third area that we'll teach you at the High Achiever program. Now, the fourth area is what we call personal mentoring, and that's a big part of the program, where instead of just dealing with a large group of 500 as we typically do, we'll sit down with smaller groups of 30 or 40, and also one-on-one private instruction with you, either online or offline. And we'll really get into personally how you can improve your business, giving you actual tailor-made strategies for your business. Now, I'm a huge believer in personal mentoring, and I guess the primary reason is because I look at most high performers in life, particularly say in sport, and they've always got great coaches. No one in sport would ever think of attempting to rise to the top without having a great coach. And more this is happening in business. How can our personal mentoring help you with your business? Well, I think in three fundamental ways. The first is we'll improve your technique. So what are your actual strategies for business? You know, we can tweak something here, tweak something there, introduce you to a person over here, connect you to another company there, and these shifts have the potential to radically improve how much money you make. So we'll watch your technique, observe it, and give you some great personally tailored methods of improving it. The other aspect of great mentoring, I think, is accountability. Look, here's one of the problems being an entrepreneur. No one is telling you what to do. So what we do is we function as your advisors during this whole year and beyond. Many people stay in this course for several years. And what we do is we regularly will look at what you're doing. You'll come back to us and we'll keep you accountable and say, hey, you said you were going to do this. Why haven't you done this? And how can we support you in getting this done? Now, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how successful you are in business currently. You will perform better when you're accountable to someone, when you have to report back to someone every month or every quarter about how you're performing. That alone will improve your results. Of that, I'm absolutely certain. And then the third aspect of mentoring that I think is really important is motivation. It's hard running a business. I don't have to tell you that. You've experienced it. Probably you're experiencing it right now, the difficulties. And if we're not careful, our motivation can drop, our standards can drop, our sense of excellence and our hope for the future can drop. So the net result is we sometimes end up just surviving in business or becoming satisfied with relatively ordinary results in business. So another part of this personal mentoring that myself, Brian, and our other master coaches at the Fortune Institute will deliver to you during these programs is the motivation aspect. How do we keep you inspired? How do we get it so you feel great about going to work, you feel confident about achieving, and you perform at a level that gets greater results than you're currently getting now, no matter how well you're doing now. It's an incredible subject. We're very, very good at it. And the one thing that people say about the High Achiever program is you leave with a sense of possibility every time we meet. You realize that achieving greatness in business is not just possible, it's quite probable if you do the stuff that we teach. In addition to that, of course, there are other aspects of the personal mentoring, and that is the group of entrepreneurs around you. So community is really important in the High Achiever program. It can be lonely running a business. I mean, who do you speak to? It's hard to speak to your staff. It's hard to speak to your spouse or your partner. There's not many people that understand what you're going through. So one of the coolest things about the High Achiever group is you get to get together regularly throughout the year with another group of 30, 40 entrepreneurs. And you'd be amazed how useful that is. For a start, just they're there to hear your side of the story and say, hey, I know how you're feeling. I feel the same stuff. They're also there to give you awesome advice. It functions like a mastermind group where even though you're in a totally different industry to them, they've had experiences, let's say with finance or with staff or with marketing or with technology, and they'll say, hey, I've been there, do this, do that, try this, ring this person. So our mastermind group is really, really powerful. When you come to this group, there's conditions on whether you get in. You've already got to be a successful entrepreneur. You've got to be at least turning over $300,000 if you're starting, and many of the people who work with us are turning over in the millions. So everybody around you has already succeeded in their business. So you've got great confidence talking to them about some of your issues. The power of the mastermind is incredible when everybody around you is of high standard like you. So they're the four aspects. A massive increase in revenue. Then we've got the marketing mastery, both online and offline. Then we've got personal productivity going through the roof. And then, of course, we've got the personal mentoring aspect of the course. And that's why we're so confident that this is such a comprehensive course, and why we're confident in saying you should expect very high results. So if we look at the course itself, what does it consist of? Well, later, if you're interested, we can go in much greater detail, but in the broadest terms, it consists of a series of 3 2-day and 3-day retreats, depending on which program you have, throughout the year. So that all the way through the year, you escape your business, escape all the phone calls, you get away, and we sit down in depth and we teach you the best stuff that we've ever learned on how to grow your business. And you interact with the other entrepreneurs and they give you advice as well. So we've got the retreats. In addition to that, we've got one-on-one mentoring. Now, sometimes that happens online. Sometimes that happens in person with Brian and I mentoring you one-on-one. Sometimes it's with our other coaches. But all the way through the year, you get this regular, personal, tailor-made mentoring. Very, very powerful stuff. You've got the group mastermind all through the year. In addition to that, you've got monthly Q&A sessions online. So every 30 days, you can pop online, even separate from the other mentoring. And I'll be there and you can ask me any question or as many questions as you like about your business. Hey Simon, I've tried this, it didn't work, what would you suggest? Or hey, what's the best use of my funds now? Or what should I do with this staff problem? Or how do I increase my revenue really quickly? You come online And the handful of other people inside the group, let's say another 20 or 30 people actually on the call at the same time, they're giving their ideas too. And it's a fabulously powerful series of Q&A sessions all the way through the year. We record them all, so if you miss one, you can hear them. And I got to tell you, it's some of the most profitable part of our course, actually, when we live answer your questions and go in deep about what's happening in your business and solve it. So we do that, and we, of course, all the way through the year, we give you our very best systems and templates and methodologies to get stuff working in your business, to, no matter what level you're at, to take your business to another level. Now, how much does it cost? Well, it's kind of similar to some university degrees in either Australia or America. But when it comes to business degrees, I honestly believe this is much more effective, because this course is not taught by academics. It's taught by entrepreneurs who have made, in my case, personally, tens of millions of dollars in business. So I reckon our stuff is more practical, it's more time efficient, and in many cases it's more effective than almost any business degree in the world. But it's a similar cost. Now, here's the thing though. In reality, we believe it should cost you absolutely nothing to do this course. Why? Because if you apply what we say, you should be able to make multiples of whatever it costs. So we don't like to think of the courses actually costing anything, even though of course you pay, because by the end of the year you should expect, if you do what we say, to have monetized our information in a very major way. So if you're serious about developing your business this year, not waiting 10 years to grow it to the level that you want, what I'd like you to do is book an appointment with our Managing Director, Mark Holterman. And it's just a 10-minute appointment where you explore with him whether this course is something that you'd like to do, and he explores whether you're someone who A, qualifies, and B, is the right person to be in our group. The truth is, we reject people regularly when they apply for this group, because we want to make sure that you've got something to add, that you've got the right attitude, and you're the right style of business to join all the other businesses. The way this stuff works at High Achiever program is that we only want the best of the best to get in. So it doesn't matter if you're a startup, or it doesn't matter if you're a 15-year-old business. The point is, have you got it up here to be a great contributor to the group? And that's part of Mark's conversation with you. Anyway, it's no obligation. If you want to have a 10-minute chat and just find out more about the course, the costs, what happens during the entire year that you work with us and beyond, then what I want you to do is go to this website, highachieverconsult.com. That's highachieverconsult.com. And what you'll see is a special method by which you can literally just enter Mark's diary and book a 10-minute appointment. All right? So that's all I wanted to say about that. I wanted to thank you for listening to these videos, and I wanted to say that if you really got value out of those videos, don't let it stop here. We are very, very good at making businesses bigger and more profitable. And if you enjoyed the materials that we gave you, the videos that we gave you, I think you'll agree there should be absolutely no problem with us teaching you stuff over the course of a year that will fundamentally revolutionize your business and give you the potential to make not just hundreds of thousands of dollars, but potentially millions of dollars more. So check out the appointment schedule at highachieverconsult.com, and I really look forward to seeing you at one of our High Achiever programs.